20 interesting facts about apples. Apples are included in the daily diet of many people, being not only a source of vitamins, but also just a very tasty fruit. However, few people, crunching juicy fruit, think about what kind of fruit he eats. 1. According to archaeological finds, people grew apple trees about 8,500 years ago. 2. Apple orchards cover an area of about 5 million hectares on the surface of our planet. Apple trees occupy the first place in terms of area among all fruit plantations in the world. There are more of them than orange trees. The raw materials obtained from apples are used for a variety of purposes. Mainly, of course, culinary. Not only desserts and pastries are prepared from these fruits, but also numerous drinks, and the matter is not limited to juices alone. 3. Apples are the most common fruits in both mythology and heraldry. Many different peoples have legends related to them, and the image of an apple or apple trees can be seen on more than 80 different coats of arms. 4. More recently, Chinese and American scientists in a joint study found that modern homemade apples appeared west of the Tian Shan on the territory of present-day Kazakhstan. About half of the genome of modern apples comes from there. To make such a conclusion, geneticists examined the material of 117 varieties of apples from around the world. Although even before this study, Kazakhstan was considered the birthplace of apples. The name of the former capital of the state in translation meant father of apples, Almaty/Almana/Almaly. 5. There are more than 7,000 varieties of apples in the world, but only about 100 of them go on sale. 6. The apple tree was the first tree that man cultivated. 7. Apples are members of the Rosaceae family. This family includes a wide variety of plants: pears, almonds, apricots, cherries, plums, raspberries, peaches, and much more. 8. The world's first apple-producing country is China. 9. Apples tone up the body no worse than coffee. 10. Apples are characterized by low density, and about 20 of 10. Apples are characterized by low density, and about 20 of their mass falls on the air enclosed in their pulp. Therefore, in fact, these fruits do not sink, but float on the surface of the water. To get an apple out of the water, you do not need to dive for it. If the apple has gone to the bottom, it means that it has deteriorated and started to rot, so it is not recommended to eat it. 11. Different varieties of apples have different amounts of seeds. 12. If you grow 100 apple trees from the seeds of one tree, they will all be different. 13. The benefits of apple trees are not limited to fruits alone. Without exception, apple trees are very good honey plants, and therefore they are highly valued by beekeepers. Many types of apple trees are also grown for decorative purposes, even if they do not bear particularly tasty fruits. 14. Even if you eat an apple a day, it will take you more than 20 years to taste each of the more than 7,000 varieties of apples grown around the world. 15. One of President George Washington's favorite hobbies was pruning apple trees in his garden. They say it helped him cope with stress. 16. About half of the world apple market is occupied by the varieties Golden Delicious and Delicious. 17. The science of growing apples is called pomology. 18. Apple juice was one of the first antidepressants prescribed. 19. Most apples in the world are still harvested by hand. 20. Since 1990, Apple Day has been celebrated in many countries around the world on October 21st. Their mass